Hey guys, it's Misty from the Book Rat, and it's time for my In My Mailbox. So these are all the books I got in my mailbox this week. I Hunt Killers by Barry Lyga. This one's about a boy named Jazz, whose dad is the world's most infamous serial killer, and Jazz sort of struggles with his upbringing and whether he himself is going to end up being a serial killer. You know, he's constantly got his father's voice in his head and disturbing thoughts, and he's worried that he's pretty much doomed. So when more killings start happening around him and his father's in jail, can't blame it on Dad, he decides that he has to take matters into his own hands and catch the killer because he can in some ways relate. This one comes out in April from Little Brown, and I read it pretty much as soon as it came, so I can already tell you, you should be picking this one up. It's fantastic. It's exactly what I was hoping it would be. Enchanted by Alethea Contis. This is a retelling of The Frog Prince, so I'm really excited about that because I can't think of a single other retelling of The Frog Prince other than a couple of short stories that I've read, and I really love that tale, and I love the short stories that I've read, and I think it provides an interesting kind of basis for a retelling, but a lot of people don't tackle it because it can also be kind of weird. So I'm excited to see what she does with it, and I love this cover. So pretty. This one comes out May 8th from Harcourt. The List from Siobhan Vivian. This one is about this list that's published in this high school every year before homecoming that lists the 4 prettiest girls and the 4 ugliest girls, one from each class, and how the list sort of affects them. It's supposed to sort of tackle the beauty myth and sort of the ways that we dehumanize each other. It sounds really interesting. I've read some, mixed reviews because some people weren't sure about the multiple narrators, but most people seem to really like it and like Siobhan, so I am excited for this one. I think it sounds really interesting. And it comes out April 1st from Push, which is part of Scholastic. I also got 2 books by Todd Grimson, Stainless and Brand New Cherry Flavor. These are reprints of books that were issued in the 90s, and they're supposed to be sort of gritty supernatural. It's going to be a long time before I get to them. I'm probably going to be reading them around Halloween. I've heard very, very mixed reviews of them, so I guess we'll see, but I thought that they sounded interesting conceptually, and for whatever reason, I just love the whole cover design of this. I know not everyone's a fan of faces on covers, especially like partial faces, cut off faces. But for this one, I just really like it. I like the eye contact coupled with how her eye makeup is done, and the sort of slanted devil eyebrow. It just gives it that little bit of edginess. I like how the title is done with the different colors and the sort of simple font, and I love the title itself. So just a good cover design for me. Brand New Cherry Flavor came with what might be the world's largest bookmark. Huge, like massive. And a pin of the main character. It says Lisa Nova for President. So like I said, it'll be a while before I even pick those up, but if you've read them and have an opinion on them, definitely let me know. And lastly, before I let you go, I got a package of swag from Zoraida Cordova, who wrote The Vicious Deep, which is coming out soon. I'm part of her Bloggers of the Deep sort of street team, I guess. So she sent this little swag thing to share, and some for me, and she's going to be part of Fairy Tale Fortnite, so yay for that. But anyway, what I got was this. So I'm wearing the shirt right now, but I'll show you the rest of it up close. So other than the shirt, it came with a bunch of stickers. Lots and lots of them. They look like this. It says, The Vicious Deep, don't let it pull you under. It also came with these 2 buttons that say, these are not the mermaids you know. I like that they're square. You don't really see square buttons too often. So that was everything in my mailbox this week. Me again with a quick edit. Right after I finished that last bit, UPS showed up, so a little bit more in my mailbox this week. From Little Brown, I got Bells by Jen Calanita. This is set in the South, of course. Between that cover and that title, there's no doubt of that. It's about a girl who's sort of from the wrong side of the tracks and poor when her grandmother, who's her guardian, has to go into like an assisted living facility. She moves in with her long-lost uncle, who happens to be one of the most wealthy men in town, so she has to deal with this sort of complete reversal of fortunes in her life, as well as a spoiled, rotten cousin. Sounds fun, gonna be a series, and I believe it comes out in April. And I also got a finished copy of I Hunt Killers, so you've already seen this in my mailbox this week. Right here, in fact, so you know what that means, right? Giveaway! Alright, and that really is all for me. Let me know what you think of what I got, and if you've read any of it or want to read any of it, let me know your thoughts. And if you do your own IMM or book haul, of course, leave a link and I will try to check it out. And that's it for me. I will be back really soon with my March wrap-up and my April TBR, so look for those. And of course the April book chat is coming up on the 5th, so I have some videos planned for you guys, but until then, happy reading!